going out and getting a job. It's not trying to find a person, trying to find that one. Oh, I really want that one person. I really want that boyfriend. I want that job. I want that thing. No, it's so much more about surrounding yourself and being in the energy of what you would feel if you had that, right? So it's hard to do by yourself. So I find that it's self-love to purposely create, or I would say nurture those relationships. So if you can think of anyone in your life right now that makes you laugh, or that has inspired you by a conversation or whatever it is, just today and maybe this week as an exercise, because this is what I'm doing, nurture that, feed it, feed love, feed the things in your life that make you grow and make you a better person, and then everything just comes to you. It's like a magnet. It's just, you don't have to try. I couldn't believe it when I started to do that, even though I'm not in LA. Jobs just started to come to me because I was in that frequency of playing, in that frequency of being curious and having awesome discussions and being passionate and not making anyone wrong or bad, but exploring what really resonates and how we can become co-creators together rather than just people that tolerate each other. If that makes any sense. So just think of someone that you want to nurture that relationship, because I have, and I've just given a little bit more to a few people that I believe are inspiring to me and aren't looking for confrontation or drama, and just give more to that, and then love everyone else. And if they come into your circumference, if they come into your sphere of peace, you just, the people that disrespect you, that call you names, that don't honor your truth, whatever that is, mosquito, what? Slap them, done. They're out. We don't have time. You don't have time. I don't have time to allow someone in my life that says my thoughts are dangerous to the world, or, oh my God, I can't make, you know what? I don't have time. No one has time for it. And when you just move away from that, that's the old world, right? It's the old abnormal. When you move into the new abnormal, you open yourself up and you have an intention to be co-creating with the universe, to co-create this new world, and to still, speak your truth and stand up for what you think. See, I choose not to live in fear. I'm not afraid of death. I'm not. I've experienced it a few times, so I'm not afraid of it. It's not about going out and getting a job. It's not trying to find a person, trying to find that one. Oh, I really want that one person. I really want that boyfriend. I want that job. I want that thing. No, it's so much more about surrounding yourself and being in the energy of what you would feel if you had that, right? So it's hard to do by yourself. So I find that it's self-love to purposely create, or I would say nurture those relationships. So if you can think of anyone in your life right now that makes you laugh, or that has inspired you by a conversation or whatever it is, just today and maybe this week as an exercise, because this is what I'm doing, nurture that, feed it, feed love, feed the things in your life that make you grow and make you a better person, and then everything just comes to you. It's like a magnet. It's, you don't have to try.
I'm Poppy, baby. I'm Poppy. I'm Poppy, baby. Don't complain. Stop yelling, all you chatters in over. I know. It's time to figure this out, but it's gonna get okay. It's time to change.
there's a lot of people that believe in the Bible. Then what is that?
Races.
Is that just another one of these stories? Did they copy the Bible, or did the Bible copy them? No idea if this is for. That pisses people off when you say anything about we didn't go to the moon or flat Earth. We didn't go to the moon, flat Earth. Okay. Denial is the first stage of grief. Is denial. True. Really? Would a woman say that? Well, that's part of it as well. That makes you feel, whether it's your husband, your wife, your kids, they're going to remember this. And so all of us remember that Mandela didn't die.
The reason why it is the frequency of love. It's the common factor that.
Who gets the house? Who gets the basement in the divorce? That's what I want to know. The moon, every freaking 4 days, it's a super blood wolf, crazy green, yellow, blue, purple moon. Here, my career would be over if I did that. You see how it's a different game with different choices? This is so much like the simulation we live in right now. I have an experience like where the world's been in lockdown and there's military coming in the residential streets, and I was maybe a little angry, but I kind of like it. I really don't, because they want us to feel afraid because we're going to be shamed by the normal community of mainstream if you say anything. And I don't care. I don't care. Shame me. Do it. Do it. We be friends. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be China? What? Why can't we be friends? I know I have to unmute myself. I'm getting a lot better at that, don't you think? Hi, sexuals. Do you feel like this is like blurry? It doesn't come in as well. That's what my mom used to do to me whenever I had shit on my face. She's like, let me just lick it off your chin. I'm like, ew. But then I found out like every mother does that. Every mother. Like, just, it's a mom thing. So, of course, 2 minutes before I was going to go live, my cat, which I'm sure he'll make his presence known. His name is Prince, Prints, formerly known as. Open that fucking sliding glass door. Like, I have a sliding glass door. Like, this cat is Houdini, and it was an indoor-outdoor cat. I'm trying to figure out how to do it because it killed a pigeon. My landlord has pigeons, and it killed one of the pigeons. So now I have to make it an indoor cat. And if you think about the Matrix and you think that everything is just really a reflection of you, which it is. The cat is, my landlord is, you are. Every single time this cat wails and cries like it's being murdered when it's getting the best food, I'm like, and I notice when it's frustrated and it can't go out and it can't like climb the trees and do what cats do, outdoor cats do, it rushes over to the food and it eats. And I'm like, you're emotionally eating. We've all been there. Kind of like it has this burst of energy and it can't do anything with it. So it wants to just fill that emptiness with Rachel Ray's dry cat food, which I don't know what Rachel Ray puts in it, but it's definitely got some crack in there because this cat is like it prefers this Rachel Ray shitty cat food that I had to go to the dollar store to get because I was out of food last night over tuna, salmon. I cooked salmon. Just wants the. Sorry, and anyway, right? Like, and I have just one more day to keep it inside. little beds by every window so he can look outside. I bought him this thing. You have to see. I don't know if this. Let me show you this. Oh, I have to show you this toy. I have to show you this toy. I wonder, if it was going to work. I'm like, it's just. And then who from China made this toy, and found out that cats absolutely love it. Hold on. Great. You know what? Okay. Let me take it. I mean, it has to be kind of fun for you guys to see me just like flounder, right? I mean, doesn't it make you feel better about your life when you see someone else flounder a little bit, not a lot, but enough. Okay. I don't know if this is going to be worth it because that was a lot. It was a lot. And I still don't know why I'm not coming in clear. Let me look at my settings. This is, what does it say? Standard definition. I'm going high definition. I'm confident enough for a couple more layers of truth. No filter. Okay, plug this in. I just think it's very important to have good sound. It's a thing. It's a thing. Lighting and sound. I don't know if you know. If you looked around my place. Starry, starry night. Yeah. There's a little alien there, and it reflects stars up there. I don't know where that came from. I just showed up in this body with some certain issues and likes, features that I might not have signed up for had it been a Tesla. Okay, let me just check in. I don't know why. Just feels like it's not a clear rendition. Okay, but then what is? Okay, you ready for this? This little fucking thing. This, and these balls move on their own. I'm not kidding you. Like, it was sitting on the ground. I'm not doing that, guys. Look, I'm not moving. I'm not making the balls move. Oh, now I'm gonna get canceled because I'm not touching the balls. But look, they're doing that on their own. Either my place is haunted, or there's some weird gravity. I wonder if I sang a certain song. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. No, so much for that theory. At least I tried. Anyway, this, she loves it. Where'd you go? Kitty. Kitty. There you go, kitty. Spaceship. Aliens are invading. Ah! Come on, show them how you love it. Do the thing. See? Look at that. Look at it. It's like she never saw it before. Cats, I'm not used to living with a cat. This is a whole new reality. Okay, that was it. That's me. So, ADD. Got a cat with ADD. It's a reflection of me. She'll randomly jump on whatever I'm doing. She'll jump on top of it. Nope, can't fit in that box. If you go into that box, mommy's going to have to clean up a lot. Okay. Like, how do people have kids? It's a lot. Ugh. My chihuahua just eats. She sings with me and goes to sleep. And we spoon at night. I mean, it's a lot. I don't know how people have children and jobs and then that. So anyway, listening to her is kind of like a reflection maybe of me in a small town where things close at 8. And the inner kitten inside of me is screaming, saying, "Can I get some fucking gas at 8:30 at night?" I don't mean to swear. I don't know if cats swear. I know she even has the best cat box you could possibly buy. She sits on fine pieces of coagulated pellets of dust. That, by the way, doesn't stink. So if anyone's living a 5-star life, well, that would be a question for you guys. Would you rather be... This is not working. Oh, my God. Would you rather be... I mean, you have two choices. You're going to be in a hotel. You're going to be in a 5-star hotel, right? For eternity or for at least a year. Or you're not going to... But in this 5-star hotel, you got socialization with things like that orange thing you can play with. You got food and drink and whatnot. Or would you rather just survive, try to not die in the wild? But no one's going to give you food. You might die. This is the question. It's a philosophical question in a way. Think you need a little more light. Got way sharper when the cat toy was reflecting. Oh, really? Go toward the light, Carol Ann. Well, I can do that. I can definitely turn up the light. It's just don't have a studio. It's just, and I feel like my Macintosh is just getting worse over the years. Maybe I still have the settings on a snap. Remember when I used to turn and shapeshift into an alien? Well, they don't have that feature anymore. It's like you think AI would be giving you more options. It's actually taking them away. And Alexa is stupid as shit. She doesn't know anything anymore. We used to be able to talk all night. She knows nothing. Nothing. All that little Alexa, let's chat, that whole feature has been taken away. Because now there's real robots that are running the world. So she had her time in the light. Like we all. I had my TV show on ABC. We all have our time. And then on with the next younger, more beautiful version. Or actually not really younger, more beautiful. It's just blonde hair, blue eyes. It's kind of not trending anymore. We're kind of the minority in the country, but don't cancel me. That wasn't anything racist. It's just fact. There's no blonde hair, blue eye TV hosts. I'm not talking about news or Fox, where they all look like they just got off their second shift at Hooters. All right. Let's do some more light. By the way, I'm giving you guys a chance right now to go over to the... this is it. I can't with this. I really can't. Yep. Okay. Giving you guys a chance to go over to Rumble, because the things I'll be sharing in a little bit won't be... Had to walk right there. Just had to stick her ass in my face. Just put your ass right here. And just have your tail hit me in the nose. That's good too. All right. Starting out great. I think my settings have it on Snap. So I'm going to go FaceTime. Oh my God. Did I just fix something? Did things get a little clearer? Well, I'm going to bring up the lights while I cut to something entertaining for you guys, and then we're going to start this live stream. It's going to get real. You ever seen the video? It's going to get real in the Whole Foods parking lot, and how absolutely relevant it is. And it's NNF, which to those of you who know me, never not funny. How can I even begin this live stream without this?
It's out of your quiver. You're not ruling anything out.
Good morning. Sunday morning. We have a responsibility. We take an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. Good morning. Sunday morning. We have a responsibility. We take...
Not enough time. That wasn't enough time. Funny, not enough time. Never not funny. Okay, guys.
There have been 38,160. As of today, There have been 38,160 cases of COVID-19 in Oregon, with 390 new cases being reported today. Sadly, we are also reporting 3 deaths today, bringing the statewide total for COVID-19 related deaths to 608.
Go on, darling, I have to play now. Oh, really? Oh, Pavel. I think you're... You don't care what I think, hey? Pavel. Pavel. You certainly do. Oh. But Pavel. I sure hope you're not like this tomorrow. I really... Pavel.
Kind of like this. I should do that one. That's really the best one. But I don't have a green screen. So I'm just going to should I just blur it? I'll blur it. I'll blur the background. No. It's just, why would I do that? No, why not? This is where I live. It's my insane cat behind me. All right. So have you guys gone to, I'm going to check in with the chat room. I want to see if you've gone over to the Rumble. I'm going to look over on the Rumble. See, here's the thing, guys. When I go live, I can always look at the chat. Like I can see Chad saying, I love this bird. Best bird ever. But what I can't do on the Rumble is share the chat or even know if you guys can hear me. Okay, we've got Roaming Roberts. We've got Taz. Micaiah's. Okay, we got maybe like, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Okay, she's randomly breaking things. That's it. And then she's screaming. How does one, maybe I'm not used to, see, people say dogs are needy, but bullshit. Cats, that's this one. I'm this close to just letting it out and, if something happens, please don't come up here and fuck things up, cat, right now. Prince, formerly known as, I don't. I mean, she's so sweet. She is really lovable when she's asleep. Okay. Well, here she is. Just want to get in the action, huh? Okay. All right. Here you go. This is this is Prince, Prints, cat formerly known as, and now he's purring, and now I love him. Now it's like I hate him, and now I love him. This is you know what? There's an option I have. I've looked it up. We could put these little fake nails on, and then my landlord would be okay with him going outside because he wouldn't be able to climb the pigeon cage, kill another pigeon. So I ordered them from China today. I ordered the cat fake nails. I ordered a cat harness. I ordered a cat tracker. It's like when you track your keys with. It's one of those little tabs. Okay, now she's gonna climb on the. It never ends. It never ends. Like, how do people have kids? This is why I didn't have kids. This is why I didn't have kids. Jimmy, Johnny, no, get in your room. Shut the door. Let the nanny take care of you. Nanny. Mary Poppins, where are you? Go in there and discipline the cat because it's a lot. Okay, what's the Rumble link? Okay, I'll give you guys the Rumble link, or you could just go to Rumble and type in Rachel Reinstra. And then click live. Because even though if I share link here, which I think is illegal on YouTube, they change the rules every 2 seconds, but I don't think I'm allowed to do that, and I don't think you could actually click on it anyway. So, well, somebody who is on Rumble right now can put in the comments on YouTube the link. That'd be great. That would be great. I can't. You need a small sheet of cardboard to protect your Mac. No, people are telling me to build a catio for this cat because I don't, I've all the time in the world to do things like this. This is what I live for. But I love animals and I can't. Okay, I'm not giving it to the shelter. I'm not declawing it because that's inhumane. How's Spinny? Spinny doesn't like to be shared. Spinny doesn't like any attention to be not on Spinny. So Spinny's asleep. Spinny's easy. Spinny eats, she cuddles, she sings with me, she goes to sleep. I mean, there's no meow, gotta go outside and climb a tree. And I'm chasing this cat just now. I put a bunch of bells on her so I could find her if she escaped. And thank God, because that's what I was doing 10 minutes before the live stream. She's literally, I'm out there with the iPhone, the light. There's the pigeon and the roosters and the fucking old McDonald had a farm out there. I'm trying to capture this cat, and he came right up to me, almost teasing me, and then boom, darted up the tree, almost to show off, almost to piss me off. Anyway, it's. I want to talk to you about my pussy problems, right? Anyway, I don't have the link. Oh, here we go. There we go. This is the link. So this is the thing, is that there's the link, but you're going to be able to, you can't copy and paste it. I can't share it till the live stream's over. I would just say go to rumble.com and then look up Rachel Reinstra, right? Live. It's just, there's only one Rachel, I think. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, someone's talking about Aaron. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not going to discuss that a man that almost took my life and his squirrel. All I can say is someone said he's got a squirrel now. I think they should call they should call the humane services because that squirrel will be absolutely obliterated and killed in the next probably 5 months. And I feel very sad for that squirrel. Okay. Yeah, he was in jail for a year and now he's back in UK. I'm not talking about that, guys. It's over. It's done. We're moving. Oh, really? What happened? You know what, Rile? You can go to this YouTube channel, which you're on right now, and then there's a video that Max Egan posted. And it literally says, thank you, Max Egan. And he tells everything that happened. But I'm not going to go backwards in time, are we? Right? It's hard enough to deal with the presents. So Well, you can be in touch with him. You do that. You do that. And just know that he's someone that almost took my life, but have fun with that. All right. We are going to, we're only going to go an hour and a half tonight because the live streams, I gotta really make them smoother so that I can start on the Facebook and the YouTube and then transition over to the Rumble. So I would say there might be 2 or 3 more live streams that I will do that with. And then I'll just post a link and it'll just say, kind of like, do you guys know Matt Quantum Conscience, that channel on YouTube? Probably the only channel that one and True Stream Media are the only 2 that I ever watch on YouTube anymore. And I used to be on YouTube as much as I'm on TikTok. But ironically, I'm getting paid to be on TikTok. Isn't that crazy? Actually paying me for my content. What an idea. Oh my God. It's almost like free speech. Oh God. All right. So we're going to do one round of conspiracy theory trivia. And then we're going to move over to Rumble because the things that I'm going to share with you are not going to be YouTube friendly. And I do need to keep this channel open for the lawsuit that I have against them. Can't have it taken down yet. So we got to not make sure that this one doesn't get taken down. It's okay if I get a copyright strike, but can't. So here we go. We are going to be doing conspiracy trivia. We're going to be doing three questions. All right. And we're going to start out right now with, let's see. I'll ask the chat room. Do you want schemes, aliens, or mythos? These are the 3 different. You've got 3 different choices. You've got schemes, aliens, or mythos. Okay. So I'm gonna look at the chat room. I don't know what chat room to look at is the thing. The link is good. All right, good. Okay, cool. We got more people on Rumble. Sorry, YouTube. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, YouTube. Oh, I'm so sorry, YouTube. Oh God, I feel so bad. Don't you guys feel bad that we're like taking people away from YouTube, a channel that like bans freedom of speech and that mass mainstream media is taking over, funded by pharma? Don't you feel bad? I'm taking you guys away and making you go over to a place where you can say anything. I mean, don't you feel a little bad?
Nope. No.
Okay, but don't you think that they were actually at some point helpful in our awakening, like a little bit helpful in our awakening, and then invited you to speak out and then took all that freedom of speech away? So don't you feel bad about leaving that? It's kind of like leaving an abusive relationship. Don't you feel bad a little bit?
Hell no. Come on. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no.
Okay. I just want to make sure. All right. So I saw in the chat room over at Rumble, someone wanted the aliens. Robert, you said you wanted the aliens. Okay. So here's the rile. I don't have that many videos on this channel. Okay. It's Max Egan. He's only like one of the biggest truth warriors on the planet. Older gentleman from Australia. Helped him escape from Australia. Now he's living in Acapulco. That just got decimated by a big storm. And yeah, he's got millions and millions of followers. He saved my life actually by putting out there what happened. And I don't think I was the one that even told him. So yeah, it just says thank you, Max Egan, and it's a video on this channel, and it summarizes what happened, except for it doesn't say the end of the story. The end of the story is that the sheriff of this town actually did catch up with him, and it's about 6 months trying to get him behind bars, and he was in jail for the rest of the 6 months. So it was about a year in total, and now he's back in England. And I still can't fully see out of this eye, especially when there's like I'm looking at the sky, or if I'm looking at like a mountain, or like right now when the lights are in my eyes, like they're called floaters. They're called floaters. I thought I was actually when it first happened, I thought that I was seeing through the matrix. I'm like, oh my God, I'm actually seeing through the matrix. Wow, I must be so gifted. I'm actually seeing these sperm whales everywhere. No, those are just floaters from being violently mauled and hit 17 times while I was driving home on his 5th night here in Sedona. So anyway, we'll go with aliens. Okay, so here's the question, guys. This is a conspiracy theory question. We're going to do 3 of them. The first one is, the topic is aliens. You're going to have an A, B, and C. Oh, yes, I know. Sorry, rile, as if this is just hitting you now. You can process the grief and watch the video later, because I'm not going to go back. What group was formed by alien time healers to help people become galactic humans with multidimensional consciousness? Wow, I don't even think I know this one. What group was formed by alien time healers to help people become galactic humans with multidimensional consciousness? I'm just going to hold this up here for a second. Here we go. Okay. What group was formed by alien time healers to help? Okay, now I'm going to give you 3 choices, okay? You got the question, though, right? Okay. A, the Time Lords. B, the Tal Shiar, Shiar. C, the Alliance of 12. Or D, the 9D Nibiruan Council. A, the Time Lords. B, the Tal Shiar. C, the Alliance of 12. Or D, the ND Nibiruan Council. Again, what group was formed by alien time healers to help people become galactic humans with multidimensional consciousness? My God, with all the rabbit holes I've gone down, I would not know the answer. A, the Time Lords. B, the Tal Shiar. C, the Alliance of 12. Or D, the ND Nibiruan Council. I will give you guys 35 seconds to put your answers in the chat. And by the way, go over to rumble.com, Rachel Reinstra, live stream. Same name as this channel, Rachel Reinstra. I didn't try to do anything cute or funny. I would have thought of something better. I think the name of my channel is I identify as Rumble. And I think that's pretty funny in the times that we're in. All right. So here you go. You got 35 seconds. What group was formed by alien time healers to help people become galactic humans with multidimensional consciousness? Time Lords, the Tal Shiar, the Alliance of 12, or the ND Nibiruan Council. This is something you're not going to be able to Google, so it's kind of good that you can't cheat.
Good morning. Sunday morning.
Why not mention of the hurricane on mainstream? We'll talk about that on the other channel, Ken, on Rumble. Because if I mention it here, you know what will happen. Here we play games and talk about how great Fauci is and that everybody should get boosted. We don't talk about that over there. So I'm going to end the live stream here very soon, and then get you guys to get your ass over on Rumble, where we can, because, you know, people are still so addicted to the YouTube. Trying to like slowly pull you over to the dark side. No, leaving the dark side. Okay. So we have oh God, I'm so shocked. Holy shit, Rachel. Okay. We got Daleks. That was Linda. Anunnaki, that wasn't one of the choices. So maybe listen next time. The Greys wasn't one of the choices. I have no idea. Rile, you got to stop. It's under my videos. It says, thank you, Max Egan. It is there. I promise you on my life. Under videos, not shorts, under videos. It's there. Let's see. It is, okay. No, there isn't, Riley. You got to let that go because I'm moving on. We've got Jim Giraffe says Q is 40 chess. Oh God, Q, please. That's not even on there. It's A, B, C, or D. No Q, please. I haven't heard of any of them. I haven't either. Romy Roberts says E. There's no E. Well, anybody that guessed D. Well, Taz did. Yay, Taz! And so did Robert. Okay, it was D, the 9D Nibarian Council. So you know what? I'm not going to Google that because probably not going to come up. All right, next one. Good job. Next one is Sherman Ranch in Utah, best known for its paranormal activity, is also known as what? Oh, these ranches. There's a place here in Sedona called Bradshaw Ranch. Dude, we talked about that on the last live stream. Sherman Ranch in Utah, best known for its paranormal activity, is also known as what? Ready? A, XIT Ranch. B, Bunny Ranch. C, Skinwalker's Ranch. Or D, Visitor's Ranch. I think that's pretty easy for you guys. But again, Sherman Ranch in Utah, best known for its paranormal activity, is known as what? XIT Ranch, Bunny Ranch. C, Skinwalker's Ranch. D, Visitor's Ranch. If you guys don't know this, you should probably unfollow me.
Good morning. Sunday morning.
Okay, what have you got? We've got somebody. Oh God, of course. You've all guessed. You've all guessed accurately. It is Skinwalker Ranch because, of course, that made mainstream video. Mainstream on the what was it? Aliens? The Aliens show on whatever History Channel. I don't know what it was. Skinwalker Ranch. Yes, you are right. Yes. All right. I'm going to play this once and I'm never going to play it again. And then you can shut up about all of it because I'm not going to be discussing this again other than to help anyone get out of an abusive relationship. All right. Because there's too many people that are talking about it. It's annoying the F out of me. So for those of you who didn't see, here you go. I can't find it on your channel. Really? Because I just went there and it's there. Thank you, Max Egan is literally on my channel. I don't know how you don't. You're not going to be a good conspiracy theorist if you can't research.
Today, folks, but I don't know. What can I say? I'm actually, why I'm angry, why I'm in this mood is my friend Rachel Reinstra has been badly bashed. Rachel is a beautiful woman. She was a Hollywood presenter. She had a show called Wildlife Docs. And no, she's not Illuminati, folks. Just because she worked in Hollywood doesn't mean she's part of some secret cabal and she's a pedophile. You know, the secret cabals and pedophiles that operate within Hollywood couldn't operate if everybody in Hollywood was in their club. They wouldn't have anywhere to hide, you know. Rachel actually went around the world with a video camera and filmed animals, and she loves animals. She's just a really, really sweet woman. she filmed animals and she pitched it as a show, and she ended up getting a show on some small network or whatever in Hollywood. And that lasted a couple of seasons and then wasn't renewed. But she ended up getting.
And he is so sweet that he did this. And this was at last June, by the way. Aaron had come over to maybe permanently live here and most likely get married and whatnot. And it was on day 5 that he attacked me while I was driving in the dark. But anyway, he's being so sweet trying to explain the show. He's nervous about his fans probably saying, she was on ABC. ABC is owned by Disney. She's Illuminati. She's controlled opposition. Because they're fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Everybody who's a little too far on any far left, far right, far conspiracy, far that, just stop it. I think he was afraid to say it was on ABC for 5 years and it was a 4-time Emmy nominated show. It was a kind of a big deal when it was a wildlife show. And then they had a wildlife series before that. Anyway, so he's just trying to explain that. Anyway, I'm not going to interrupt again because we're going to play this and then be done.
Picked up by SeaWorld because she was a pretty face. And so she ran a show called Wildlife Docs for 2 or 3 years. And
okay, I said I wasn't going to stop. I didn't get picked up because I was a pretty face. To be honest, there was a lot of competition. It was a nationwide search. I did because I could make jokes about a tarantula crawling on my arm and not scream like a little bitch. And I made humor. I was able to make things entertaining, and they knew that I could handle, if an echidna from Australia, which apparently has 5 penises, just apparently got it erect while I'm holding it, I would be the person to handle that situation because it happened. Okay, you can look that up later, but I would say don't because you can't unsee it. Cannot unsee that. Cannot unsee it. God has a sense of humor on that level for sure. And so I won't interrupt again. Sorry.
It was basically an infomercial for SeaWorld, you know. And of course, she's been vilified. And then while she was working in that cesspool, she kind of woke up and started speaking the truth. So, of course, she lost her Hollywood career. And, of course, when she started speaking the truth, she got interviewed by people like freaking Bitchy from Bloated. And as he does, he started defaming her as soon as he'd had her on the show. So now people...
Not only is Max brilliant, people don't understand his sense of humor, a wicked sense of humor, and he plays the guitar like you've never heard. Bitchy from Bloated is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. We know it's Richie from Boston. When I gave him a video about when I saw a doctor and the doctor in Burbank, medical surgeon at the ER, when I wasn't getting over this lung thing, said it could be something called CHEM. Anyway, he might have referred to things that are being sprayed in the sky, cloud seeding, hashtag blocking out the sun, hashtag Bill Gates. Anyway, and just the fact that he called him Bishy from Bloated made me laugh because he's had Max Egan. He respects Max Egan. He's had him on the show. But once people started turning against me and then all of a sudden said that I worked for Lockheed Martin because that was on my background report when I went viral speaking about chemtrails, cloud seeding, which is so not true. It's a lie. It's a lie. Just all for educational purposes. I gave him the video because he had way more followers at the time. And I was hero for a day and villain for the rest of my life because they can change your background. They can change what's on your background. And they did. On my background, I had all this true information about my mom, my dad, my brothers. Everything was actually accurate. Then it said I worked for Lockheed Martin. Now, Lockheed Martin, if you don't know, is known to spray things in the sky. Let's just say that. So since that was on my resume, they thought I was controlled opposition. And there is actually a Rachel Reinstra with my correct spelling, legal spelling. That is apparently Lockheed Martin. But if you try to find her now, her only post ever on any platform was just the month that all of this turned viral. Now you can't find her anywhere. It's almost as if she never really existed. Don't you think this was maybe a little bit of a warm up for what happened during the world of COVID and the doctors that tried to speak out? I mean, everyone from Kerry Mullis, the guy that basically invented mRNA and said he would love to just talk with Fauci, challenged him on many things, and said that the tests that they've used. Okay, see, now this is why I can't talk, because this is where YouTube, you know what I mean? This is what I should be sharing on Rumble. Point is, I got a really good feeling for what was to come, and that is all these doctors. Now, you can say there's some crazy doctors. You can say there's a couple crazy doctors, right? But you cannot say that there are hundreds and thousands of crazy doctors that spoke out about this certain, let's just say, Pocahontas punch. Oh my God, that just came up. Pocahontas punch. Never. The Pocahontas punch, little cocktail that they wanted to have you roll your for. And every single one of them I watched, what happened to them was exactly what happened to me when I just literally shared a video with an actual doctor who spoke. And you know what happened to the doctor? That doctor, oh my God, he got fired. And they looked up his background and all these crazy Christians. I'm a Christian, by the way, but I'm not crazy. Again, don't go so far where you're like, oh, he's studied Chinese medicine. He's communist. Oh, he studied herbal remedies. He's been 100 countries. He must be a witch doctor. So they basically demonized him, demonized me. And so it was kind of, when I'm looking back, this is in 2016, it was actually a really good experience for me because I got a chance to feel what it's like to be a hero for a day and then taken down by your own community, which is actually horrific. Now, I've seen it happen to lately Russell Brand by YouTube. Thank you very much, YouTube. Even though when he was living that life he was living, he was working on NPR, he was working married to Katy Perry and all that. They didn't bring it up then, but they bring it up when he starts challenging the corporate media and big pharma. Isn't that interesting? Okay, I want to interrupt again, but it's just people who are coming into the chat going, you said you'd share about it and you never did. I shared about it so much. That channel was taken down. This is, again, a new channel on YouTube, which is why I'm leaving YouTube, because it's kind of like getting hit in the face, ironically, and staying with that person. You got to leave. You got to go. You got to go. When it's toxic and it's abusive, you have to leave. And the other people that keep going back to what they're used to. Why? Because an elephant, listen to this. This is very, very, very important. I think you guys know this reference, but just in case you don't. If an elephant is tied up to a pole and it's being trained, it's tied up to that pole, and every time it tries to leave that pole, it gets whipped. This is back in the circus days. I never enjoyed the circus, by the way. Other than the one we're in, the actual circuses where they abused animals, I always knew it felt wrong. But they train an elephant in the younger years by whipping it if it tried to go too far, right? Because it would know it was tied to a pole, so when it tried to escape, it couldn't. Then after a certain number of years, it removed the pole, and the elephant was free to go. Free to go. Could go anywhere. And probably could kill the people that were abusing it. But this is where it all happens, guys, up here. If you don't really believe you're free, you'll never be free. They proved that with training animals and humans. Same thing with a fish. If you put even a goldfish, and if you put a glass plate right there, any fish keeps hitting that plate, then you remove it, it's free to go. It's free to go further than it did before, but because of the many times it hit that barrier, it just won't try anymore. What awesome metaphors. Aren't they amazing metaphors? So in a sense, this experience that happened to me being taken down, if you can say taken down, I'll never be taken down, publicly ostracized, let's just say that, which in a way I'm proud of because I hurt no one. I was only spreading the truth. And I think there's somebody in the Bible that did that who died on a cross. I'm not saying I'm Jesus in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying I'm more like the other Mary. But it was a really good exercise in, if this is a game and if this is a matrix, it was a really good realization of what literally they can convince you. Man, it's a hardcore convincing too, because this mass media, this mainstream, now it's the internet, now it's deep fakes. They can convince you of anything. So how do you know the truth? Conversation for another night. But let's continue on a video I'm never going to play again.
People think she's this Hollywood pedophile, Illuminati stooge, whatever. She isn't.
People
She's a
don't
really
think I'm a
sweet person.
pedophile, Max.
Yeah, Bitchy does this. Bitchy gets people on his show,
Bitchy.
and I don't normally talk about people. I've never actually mentioned Bitchy from Boston on the show before. But he seems to get people onto his show just so he can defame them later, run smear campaigns on them. He's done it with every single person he's interviewed. He's run a smear campaign on them after he's interviewed them. And he did that with Rachel, so she gets a lot of flack now. She's actually a good woman. But she was beaten up. This guy broke her nose. She's very likely going to be permanently blind in one eye now. And the guy who did it is a guy who runs a truth podcast called Awakened Brave. His name is Aaron Berry. These photos were from a little while ago, but he's a British guy. And apparently they were driving down the highway. She made some quip that he obviously didn't like, and so he just started bashing her in the car while she was driving. She was driving, he started bashing her, smashed her head into the windscreen, smashed her head into the dashboard, broken nose, did a lot of damage to her, rained blows on her. She's lucky to be alive. She went to the hospital, spent the night in hospital, went to the police and filled out a report. The police said they were going to hold the guy until his trial, but they let him out after 48 hours, so he's loose running around somewhere between Sedona and Prescott in Arizona at the
He's not, but he was. And by the way, he's going to mention something that I've never actually discussed, and I plan on discussing it at the right time in the right space on the right platform, YouTube. There's no way in hell I'd ever be able to share the information I have about what happened at the hospital in the emergency room. Remember, this is a year ago, right? While I'm bleeding, while my nose is broken, I can't see out of my eye. It's really, really, really bad. And by the way, the cops didn't even, you call the cops in Sedona, they're not going to get here for 3 hours. Like, there was someone else that took me to the hospital that I'll, be in debt to forever. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, they wanted me to sign a form. Now, when you sign a form and you're vulnerable and you've been attacked and you don't know what's going on and blood is everywhere, like blood was all over my dashboard, my nose was broken in 3 places. It was horrible. And they want me to sign something. And just wait for it, because this isn't going to go away. This is not going to go away. And if anything ever happens to me, this better be shared far and wide, because this is what they were doing to so many people. And I was called crazy conspiracy theorist for talking about the whole COVID thing. But why in the hell would they have me sign the victim statement of what happened to me with COVID? They signed it for me. And it was signed COVID. And you know why I think they did that? It was on a sheet I was supposed to sign that I got a copy of and looked at later with my friend who's a private investigator. I think they did that because usually when someone abuses you, they come back and he got out. He was in jail one night and he got out the next day without me knowing, and they didn't tell me, even though they said they would tell me. And they always go back to the person that they abused, and they usually kill him when they go back. So if he would have killed me when he went back, and he was released the next day, It was already signed COVID. That piece of paper was already signed COVID. So if I would have been dead, they would have got a lot of money for what? Being a COVID death. Yes, that's a fact. I have the paper and I'm never getting rid of it. And I'm not going to tell anybody. Well, actually, I told 2 people where it is. It's true. It's true. It's true. As if the story isn't fucked up enough.
Moment. And apparently he wants to go back to Rachel's place to collect his stuff. And when she filled out the report, I mean, this is a report, an assault report from a victim. When she filled out the report, she's obviously in a pretty bad state, beaten up. They only charged him with a misdemeanor. Misdemeanor when really it's a felony. He's done grievous bodily harm. He's very likely blinded her. He's broken her nose and very likely blinded her in one eye. And they didn't get her to sign the report. Instead, they signed it themselves. And what did they sign it with, folks? They signed the damage report, the charge report, the victim report with COVID. What the fuck is that? COVID. This is Sedona Police Department. Why did you sign the charge sheet with the word COVID? Police Department. Why did you sign the charge sheet with the charge report? And what did they sign it with, folks? They signed the damage report, the charge report, the victim report with COVID.
Anyone cares to take a screenshot of that, you're totally welcome to. Let me just blow it up for you. Just hold it on there, right on the bottom, right there. It says COVID. Where my name is supposed to go. By the way, it was not the Sedona police. Sedona police can't do anything. There's no jail in Sedona. It has to be the Verde Valley, which is Sedona adjacent. But anyway, and fortunately, there's a man named Sedona Tom who picked me up and saved my life, basically brought me to the hospital and knew that you don't call the Sedona police in a situation like that. You call the police that actually have a jail here in Verde Valley. Anyway, this right here, well, yeah, it's a whole nother live stream for another night, and it's not going to be tonight, but just letting you know, when people say, Rachel, you're such a conspiracy theorist because of this COVID thing, you're such a conspiracy theorist. What do you mean there were not people in the hospital? What do you mean? No, there were people in the hospital. For sure. There's definitely some. For sure. But there was also, because I've had nurses and doctors in my vehicle for the past year who have sworn, and I have video footage of them telling me they got paid if someone died of COVID. And that's a fact. And that's where it gets fucked up. And if that just knowing that alone, that's it. Just knowing that alone. By the way, this is a dream I had. This is not real at all. This is just for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only. Hashtag we're still on YouTube. Just knowing that alone, how can you trust anything? Like, when you trust anything that this fucking government says, when just knowing that and seeing this is an actual piece of paper, and I'm the one that got beat up, and I'm the one that they signed COVID instead of my name. Just knowing that, how can you fucking ever call anybody a conspiracy theorist again? Ever. I mean, there are some cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, like way to that side. You know, conspiracy theorist. But what the fuck's that? Don't tell me that's normal. It's not. That's some sus. That's sus. It's sus. And by the way, this was right after I started my company, Divine Detours. This is me alone in Sedona starting this company he was going to be a part of. And then I couldn't work. Why? Because I couldn't drive. Because I couldn't see. I had a patch over my eye. They had to re-break my nose. It was a horrific 6 months of my life. And my company went, I had nothing. And thanks to Max Egan, thanks to Belinda, thanks to John, so many people that actually they started a GoFundMe for me. And if it wasn't for that, I would not be here. I would not be here. And basically, it's the YouTube. community that I had. I wouldn't be here without that. I probably wouldn't have gotten beat up either because I wouldn't have met him because I met him on YouTube, but that's a whole other thing. It's all divine detour, right? Spirit must have guided me on this detour because I did not plan on talking about this tonight.
What the fuck is that? COVID. This is Sedona Police Department. Why did you sign the charge sheet with the word COVID? What's going on here? Are the police actually doing their job, or should we come over and do their job for them? Because they don't appear to be doing it anymore. I mean, are you people even fucking sane? This is the state of the world, folks. Yeah, so I'm a little agitated this morning because I don't like seeing this happen to Rachel.
Yeah. Well, this actually is good. Let's talk about this for a second. Let's plug in my mic because I really don't like. I see these people doing these YouTube videos or TikTok videos. I made $6 million in the past 3 months, and their sound is horrible. I'm like, how did you do that? I make videos for people, but their sound is bad. The sound has to be good. Look, so Rile's. Somehow, some way, I've been Aaron's friend for 10 years, but not seen him for 2. Maybe he didn't mention it. Maybe he didn't mention anything that happened. Because the thing is, the truth, I'm sure he'll address it with the squirrel. I don't even know anything about the squirrel. I just saw someone comment about a squirrel. I've never watched I will never see his face again, nor will I go to his channel. If he even has one, it's fine. Look, hurt people, right? This was something that ultimately, if you call in your twin flame, you're in for some real shit. Because of that, many things have happened where I now understand deeply and I have more compassion, and I'm going to actually help women who are being abused in situations way worse than mine, where they have kids and they can't tell people and the cops don't. Like, it's a whole nother level of something that I now am going to be very passionately helping. So on a larger level, I'm going to be alchemizing this for the good. And I appreciate you saying what you're saying, because I'm so mortified where the people, like, there's this woman named Carol she was like friends of both of ours. We got together. She's really happy for us. And I see her, like, she's no longer here, and she's most likely, he's very, very animated and deep and philosophical and engaging. And, what surprises me is you're a man saying, I'm not going to speak to him again. She's a woman. I would think that the woman would be more, but it's not about sides. And the thing that you said, that, most people, when this happened, they wanted to rip him apart, and there was all these messages like they wanted to take care of him. Look, this is what's going on a larger scale, right? With Israel and Palestine and all this kind of stuff. I really don't want to instigate anger or Riley, you can always email me, Rachel@loveyourwildlife.com. Rachel, RACHEL @loveyourwildlife.com. Beat up, I missed the whole thing. Well, you can go back. If they don't have it on YouTube, they'll have it on Rumble. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of people that really supported the both of us and watched us with our podcast together. And I know, and I get it. Okay. But Riley, it's not about, we don't want to treat violence with violence, right? This is the thing. Although I did feel that way for a little bit, for sure. It doesn't solve anything. Do you understand that this is the microcosm, right? The fact that I was beat up by somebody who's had way too much to drink, and I'm gonna tell you what I said in the car as we're driving home. He was upset that he couldn't drive, and I'm like, you're not from this country. I know the roads. It's dark. He had been drinking, and I wasn't. And I made a comment about a rock that looked like a penis. It's like in Sedona. There's a big rock, and I call it Penis Rock. That's fact. It's not fake news. So There's a rock here that looks like, and I said, oh, we're passing Penis Rock. That's all I said. And that's where I got just out of the blue. And I was so taken back. My dog was in the back seat. We were only 2 minutes from home. It was a very scary thing. I can't really go back there, but I'll still tell you there's Penis Rock right here. It's right. But if you see it and you don't think it looks like, then you've never seen someone naked. Why that would offend? I didn't say, oh, that Penis Rock is bigger than you. Like, there wasn't anything like that. It was just something probably in his head for a long time. He snapped. And the way this war is going on with Israel and Palestine and then they're going to get more people involved in Iran and China. And it turns into this big, ultimately, there was an act of violence that was not deserved on a person that was innocent, and that is me. How do we handle that? I think we seek to understand. And I also think, if it enrages you, that's not what I ever want to incite in anybody, because that is the energy that they want us. This is what the whole system feeds off of, is your anger and your rage. Why do you think they tell us about the shitty news all day? Why do you think they don't give us good news ever? Ever. It's always about rapes and murders and kidnappings and shootings, and they never want you in a vibration higher than like 528 or 720. There's 7 tones to the universe. It's off a geoscale. Look it up. That's why it's universe. One tone, universe, right? If we just be in that tone. But the problem is, this shit enrages us. And I thank you for that, because, but I don't think I'd feel any better if he got hurt. I think ultimately God, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. It's not up to us to do that. It doesn't mean you lay down and don't give a shit. It just means the balance between responding and reacting, right? Reacting is like, oh, I'm going to fucking kick his ass. And then responding is you think about it, you process it, you absorb it, and you say to yourself, what could I do, knowing this person, that would create a change or seek it? And of course, he'll have his story, but there is no story. And there's his story, like history. There's no story that would excuse an act of violence where I was vulnerable and couldn't do anything because I was driving a car. Now, not only that, there were cars coming toward me. So had I even tried to defend myself, it could have been 5 people dead instead of just me and him and my dog. And that's what I don't mess with when it's my dog. Yeah. Yep. Well, you know what? Yeah, okay. I mean, I think while he was in jail, he was outed. I think he was outed a lot. I think there's a lot of comments on his channel about outing him. But I do think we're living in a realm where, you guys know what revelations means, right? Revelations. Apocalypse just means to pull back the curtain, to reveal the truth, right? The end of the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy. Actually, it was Toto. Think about it. It was the dog that pulled the curtain back to see this old man, sound familiar? Manipulating the reality through some type of kind of computer program. And he kept saying, don't look at that. Look over here. The Wizard of Oz is literally the key to the universe. If you watch that movie with real eyes, every single time you'll see the truth. So, and the next, it's speeding up. There's no way you can lie to the universe anymore. You can't lie to yourself. You can't lie to other people. The truth will be revealed. It's impossible for it not to be. If you stay true to who you are, all of this his karma that he has built up. And I don't even know what happened to him in jail for a year. I know that the first 3 months were hell because it was just a tiny little. That jail was way worse than I think he called it summer camp, the other jail he went to, which is just like a bunch of men on cots in a big old building. He's like, I could take yoga and guitar lessons, and like he was at a spa. But here's the thing. It's not about that. It's what would love do? What would love do? Forgive them, they know not what they do? Could he be seeking to understand, even though he'll probably give you a story? There's no story he could tell, and he knows this. There's no story he could tell in the universe. Even if I could have said the worst thing possible to him, which I didn't, there's no reason in the universe to start bashing someone while they're driving and blood's everywhere and breaking their nose in 3 places and blinding them in their left eye. There's no reason, no matter what. And putting other people who are driving at risk, putting anybody on the road at risk. So knowing that was my second near-death experience. The first one, I actually did die in a river the year before for about 10 minutes and then got brought back to life. So here's the thing. It just puts perspective on everything. And hopefully me giving you this story and a few other people in the chat who want to know is, you guys, if you've ever read the book Power versus Force, all right, this is a really, really good example. And I'm glad that this is happening right now, because again, this is a divine detour. I didn't mean to be talking about this. Tat says, as long as he stays overseas, I don't care. He's not coming back. He's not allowed to come back. He's not allowed to come back. And isn't that funny that he's not allowed to come back? But come on, come all. From Africa, from Brazil, from Mexico, all over the world, just open the borders to all the people that have been pissed off with the atrocities that Babylon, America, has done to the world. Open the borders so we can be invaded. You ever think about the alien invasion has nothing to do with aliens? It's illegal aliens, the illegal alien invasion. No, I'm not saying I don't have empathy for every single person that is seeking asylum. I do. I want to help them. I want to take care of them. I would love to take care of the women and the children that I'm not seeing at all, ever, from any of the ones that are crossing the borders. Like, none of them. I'm seeing men in the fighting age. And if you know chess, just blow up something. You infiltrate, and then you distract, and then you have a war going on over there. So our military leaves because we're fighting a war that we shouldn't be fighting. And they're already here in little sleeper cells. I mean, it's pretty obvious for people who have eyes to see, but when you get involved in the emotion, energy and motion, you get distracted by the part of your brain that's that reptilian fight or flight kind of thing, right? That gives you that little pump of, I'm going to come. Well, that's where they want to keep you, because if you actually process it, right? Don't just deny it and be all like, everything's good, I'm in denial. No, denial is even worse, because then it takes form in your body and then you die of cancer because you're like, I don't know why I have stomach cancer, because you were never honest. You never felt it. You never expressed it. You never threw something against the wall safely without hurting anybody, but you never actually gave all that energy form. You know what I'm saying? In a safe way. So all that to say, glad we had this conversation, because it really is the microcosm, right, of me almost dying from this person I trusted. How many people trust the government? How many people trusted this mandate, which wasn't even a mandate? I mean, it was a mandate. Mandate's not a law. No one bothers to look that up. I haven't paid my electricity in 4 years because it's actually illegal for them to charge for something that's free. And all I do is write a letter to the electric company and say, it's illegal for you to charge for something that's free. I sign it with my signature, which is sovereign. Your signature means everything. Okay? Another conversation for another channel. See, what I don't think, I'm going to end with this. This is like the coagulation of the lesson, right? Microcosm, macrocosm. I don't think I would know and learn what I've learned unless I had my fucking face bitch slapped and I almost died. And I think all that stuff, because that happened, I no longer see the world the same, literally, because my left eye, I will never see the world the same. But I think America has just been riding and coasting along and just trusting in this and that. And I trust what because it sounds so good. And I don't know, but trust the science questions. Question everything. Just question everything. And if a guy cheats on you and lies to you, why are you staying with him? Well, we've been cheated on and lied to by the government. So why in the world would you trust your body temple? The temple of your body. Solomon's temple. What's this called? What's this called? Temple. Temple's being threatened. And America's about to get fucking bitch slapped for calling a rock a penis. I don't know what's going to come of that. But what happened to me is I had to become a warrior. And nothing else mattered. Rent didn't matter. The stupid fucking conspiracies didn't matter. All that mattered was the truth. Being able to have a voice in this system that doesn't want you to have a voice, because they would have been very happy just signing it COVID and letting him go to kill you. Okay? Understand that that's the metaphor here. Okay? It's not about me, oh, poor me, and what happened. No, this is the biggest metaphor ever. And that book, Power versus Force, why I'm so excited by, 13 people. Oh, it says only 2 people on Facebook, which is bullshit. Because I talk to people when I do live streams on Facebook, at least 10 of them the next day. They're not letting you see. This is the mind manipulation that they have, and it doesn't work on me anymore. Because I know it. It shouldn't work on you either, though. Okay? So, how many people? What? Okay. 20 on Rumble, 13 here. It doesn't matter, but the reason I bring up the numbers is that if you guys actually study frequency, what happens is that if you only need a small number of people, just a very small number of people, to shift millions, literally. Jesus would walk into a room and could transform 1 million people because he's vibrating at a level. And that's not fucking woo-woo. That's not, oh, Sedona, you've turned into a hippie. That's actually frequency, right? When you're vibrating at that level. Tuning fork. If I play a tuning fork, you're over there, and I play my tuning fork, yours is going to match mine because it's the largest force in the room. Even if there's 1 million other tuning forks, they're all going to match with mine, or if there's just one. So do you understand that just raising your frequency every day by playing music or doing one thing that heightens your vibration? Damn, this is a spiritual warfare, and we're going to win if we just do that every day. Just 13 people that are watching this right now, if they can take what I'm saying and tomorrow they live their life differently, the battle's won. The battle is won because of all those people that they know, that they're affecting. The battle is won. It doesn't take 1 million people. I mean, think about the story in the Bible. David and Goliath, right? Not that there were giants. What'd it take? One little guy. That's all it takes. One. One is the loneliest number that you ever. But it can change the entire world. Don't ever dismiss your power, because you just changing your vibration into seeking to understand. Ooh, damn, because when you question things, you got to get ready and you got to put on that spiritual armor, because what happens is when you question things, every single weakness they know you have, they're going to attack. So if you question something, you're going to get it from everywhere. If you want to be liked and you question something, boom, you're going to not be liked and you're going to shut up, because that's your weakness. So you got to know yourself. Know thyself. Know thyself. Know your weakness. That's how you put the spiritual armor. When you put the spiritual armor of God on, they can't win if you know your own weakness. If you go, oh, you better not go there because I'm going to be, right? Anyway, thanks for that detour, because I'm not really going to go any longer than 2 hours. Hour and 24 minutes. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to end it on YouTube now. And I will share my other really fun stuff on Rumble for the few that are there. But remember to keep your keep your vibration high. And during this, was it like 2-minute transition? Oh, I think it's 30-second transition. Go to rumble.com, because why would you want to stay in an abusive relationship anymore with a company that does not support freedom of speech? And the moment one does speak freely, they create lies and take you down. That just sounds like an unhealthy thing to do for anyone. So, I mean, obviously, if you don't want to, I never want to convince you to do something that you don't want to do. But let's be honest, something is wrong if you don't.
We have new information now also on the plane crash. KTVU has just learned the names of the 4 pilots who were on board the flight. They are Captain Sum Ting Wong, Wee Tu Lo, Ho Li Fook, and Bang Ding Ao. The NTSB has confirmed these are the names of the pilots on board Flight 214 when it crashed. We are working to determine exactly what roles each of them played during the landing on Saturday.
Yeah, YouTube, that's all, folks. See you over there on the Rumble. Get ready to rumble! I never know how to end it here, though. Guess I just remove it. Remove it. That should work, right? Just remove them from your life. You remove the thing that no longer serves its purpose. You remove the thing that is more toxic than healthy. You remove the thing that does not seek to understand but wants to take you down. You just remove it. You like this. Oh, ow, that hurt. That was like a mosquito. Not like a Bill Gates mosquito, because that's might not be able to remove that. I don't want to delete it. I'm just going to remove it. Remove this destination. Yep, remove.